on the move, she's sly as can be, dodging and evading, can't catch what you can see. She's closing in at her enemies, beware, they'll never escape her grasp, it's a nightmare. Orbs of power, healing allies as she goes. She's a scientist, no one really knows. Fade flash, she can't escape or tap, disappearing quietly, she'll leave you in her tracks. A scientist dance, a symphony of thrill, master chaos, surrender to her will. Fate and undeniable skill. There's a time to heal and a time to kill.
Yo, 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 yo. How's it going, guys?
Prepare your defenses. Select your hero.
Yeah, I was doing pretty well until I saw the patch notes. What was that song? I generated it. Took a while, but basically AI assisted me in creating a Moira song.
Our minds are shackled. Submission is the key.
Particle cannon online. Let's run them over.
Pump up the pace. It's time to roll up.
Good to see you.
Like so when a few more people. Okay, I'll wait for Angry Moira to stop talking. Look, when a few more people arrive, because so that I don't have to repeat it too much, I'll go into details about the patch notes.
5, 4, 3, 2,
No darkness.
attackers
In the meantime, let's play this game.
For the parched.
Alright. Hi.
Reborn from the dark.
Don't let them take the point.
Be nourished. These will be redeemed.
Okay.
Ow! These fish are fire!
How vile.
That is weird. I guess it would depend on what GPU you've got.
Preparing yourself to make Big Starlight.
Oh, Widow.
Over there! Check it. Enemy turret ahead.
Apagando las luces.
Your strength becomes mine. Surrender to my will. I am unbound.
Okay.
Hello. Team, hold the point.
Now, to start anew.
Who's on fire? I am.
Objective
Made manifest.
stop the payload.
Personne n'échappe à mon regard. Fire at will.
Even to be charged. Be broken.
Got no resources.
It's go time.
Oh.
A taste of poison.
Hey. We can't let them keep pushing. Stop that payload.
Okay. It's all about tanking the objective. Anything else is a bonus.
Coming through.
Yeah, the change for Moira is quite a big nerf.
Another turn of fate's
It was almost a step in the right direction. They just didn't do it great.
Stop the
I kind of
payload.
need to use this coalescence. See if I can get the lamp out before. Okay. Working on it.
I'm on my game now.
pain is inevitable. Enemy turret within my sight.
Personne n'échappe à mon regard.
It delays her time that she can redeploy it. Okay.
We are outnumbered. Let us stop the payload together.
Yeah, so if the pylon's taken damage and she detonates it, it increases the cooldown on it, right?
Enemy turret ahead.
60 seconds.
Someone else take over the point, please. Be brave.
Cybernetics regulated.
Nice.
Resurrection. How vile.
30 seconds remaining.
Hold on, everyone. We're almost there.
You cannot escape me.
They're on monkey, huh? I'm sorry, Zaya. Okay.
Round 1 complete. Score 0-1.
Yeah, so in case I didn't explain it correctly, because I was still focused on the game, so when Alari detonates her pylon, if it's taken damage, she gets a she gets a longer cooldown than if it hasn't taken damage. So she also can't just replace it without detonating first if it keeps taking damage. And I can't remember what the duration is. It might be like 1 second, it might be 2 seconds, something like that. So we're forcing her to, if she wants to place it down again, she's going to need to detonate it and take the longer cooldown. So yeah, we wanted to keep that as long as possible. Ideally, what I want to do is allow it to recharge its shield, so I can just keep on doing that. But because I don't know the timing exactly, I just killed it slowly.
Vintage vinyl.
That's sick. If they want, I could send them some stuff too.
Iggy would love that.
I will get on to the patch notes shortly. I just don't want to say it too early in the stream, because
Pre-mission
yeah,
checklist
people
complete.
will join and
Now it's
ask the
time
exact
for
same
good
question.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Attack commencing. Capture objective A. Objective A captured. Escort the payload.
Oh no, right, I don't... Okay, so see what's happening with the controller? Like, I don't have it plugged in, so I've got a keyboard. Basically, if I change the mode on the keyboard, there we go, that's fixed. And I'm glad you noticed that, because that causes a real strafe problem. So basically, I've got oh, what's it called? What's my Wooting 2HE keyboard? And it's got a mode which I can put it so each key acts a bit like a controller joystick, rather than on-off on a key, it's how much you press it. And the game thinks it's a controller. And so every time I press a key, it switches between controller and like PC settings. And then that adds delay, so I'm very glad that you noticed that. Yeah, it sucks, basically. We don't die here.
This ends.
You're meh, fine.
Over there.
The name's Cassidy.
Resurrection.
This time.
How vile. The experiment. Eyes open.
Woohoo! Pilot on the move!
Your strength becomes mine.
ancient flame.
Cool.
Victory.
I will get onto the changes soon. I mean, maybe now.
Play of the
I
game.
didn't need chat. Let's remember to do that. I mean, you might see by the title of the stream that I don't like the changes. They're so close, but not there. Right. Okay, fine. Okay. So, Season 10 changes.
Prepare
It's hard
for
to say that
battle.
with a straight face.
Select your hero.
We have some problems, guys. So, first of all, let's look at Moira. Okay, right, the Season 10 changes. So, I can't remember the exact numbers now. Someone can correct me, but they are reducing Biotic Grasp's right click from 65 to 60 damage per second. And they're increasing Coalescence's self-healing from 50 to 55 per second. I believe I'm right with that, but correct me if I'm wrong.
Hard to defeat.
That sounds alright, because I've said that what they need to do is they need to improve Moira's sustain. Self-sustain, not her healing, self-sustain. Basically, you don't want to increase her healing on allies, right? You just need her to be able to, since a lot of her skillful aspects involve self-sustain. And that's taken monstrous nerfs. So, that's fine, apart from they put the self-sustain in her ultimate. Well, we don't use her ult much. We're using her left and right clicks the entire game, right? We're using orbs every 8 seconds. But the ultimate we use hardly any time at all. Whereas right click, we're using it all the time. So, like, all of this would get nerfed. Like, if we just went through this gets nerfed. And we're at 20% ult, right? So imagine how much nerf we get over the course of a game to gain 5 heals per second during Coalescence, which only is going to take effect when we take damage. So us applying damage takes effect every time we use it, but Coalescence self-healing only matters when we've taken damage and when we've got an ultimate. Basically, it's so rare. Right, it's super rare for that to actually take effect. So basically, she's just had a damage nerf. It's not shifting power, it's a damage nerf with a very situational self-sustain during ult. I'm not focused on the game, by the way. I'm focused very much on trying to explain this to you guys.
Winston report. We can't let them keep pushing.
What's up?
So all of this gets nerfed, and we still haven't got the ult, right? So we haven't yet got our 5 heals per second. So what that nerf also means is that Moira's right click has now been nerfed compared to what it was in Season 8. Oh, I can't go now. So basically every aspect of Moira's kit since Season 8 has now been nerfed, apart from she's gained 50 health. And that's not an exaggeration. Like, every part has been nerfed. So she's gained, since Season 8 to Season 10, she has gained a 25% health increase from 200 to 250. Her right-click damage takes longer Now it will take... I think it takes longer than it did in Season 8 to kill a target. Basically, time to kill has changed. Oh, crap. So time to kill has now been nerfed. It might be slightly... Whatever, right? It's basically nothing. Like, now I would be look, all this time I haven't taken damage in cold, so I would not receive any of that buff, right? This entire game, we're 3 minutes 30 seconds into it, and I've not received any of that buff. Power shifting. How in the world is that power shifting?
Viable progress.
People will look at the numbers and they're not taking into account the availability. They have to. You have to take into account availability of the skills.
An inevitable occurrence. Let the push commence.
I'm over the moon.
Right, so right-click damage takes an enemy from 100% of their health to 0% of their health slower than in Season 8. Her left-click will heal a player from 1% health to 100% health slower than it did in Season 8. Her damage orb will kill a player from 100 to 0. Not that it can anymore, right? Because they haven't increased the capacity. It's still 200 and players have 250 health. But it will do that slower. It will kill a target slower than it did in Season 8. Healing Orb will heal a player from 0%, well, from 1% to 100% slower than it did in Season 8. Coalescence will heal a player slower from 1% to 100% than it did in Season 8. Healing Orb capacity has been nerfed relative to players' health since Season 8, because a Healing Orb used to be able to heal 120% of a player's health. Now it can... 150% of a player's health. 250 health target. Now it can only heal 120% health. Damage Orb capacity has been nerfed since it can now only deal 80% of a player's max health, and it used to be able to deal 100% of a player's max health. You want more? There's more nerfs. So in Season 10 compared to Season 8, it will now take 10.41 seconds. Hang on.
All right, time to push.
Okay, so it'll take 10.41 seconds to self-heal with Grasp from 0% to 100 self instead of 100 health instead of 8.33 seconds. It now takes 4.5 seconds for Coalescence to self-heal you from 1% to 100% health instead of 4 seconds. It now takes 16.66 seconds for the support passive to self-heal her from 0% to 100% instead of 13.33 seconds. Like, these are all the nerfs since Season 8, right? That Moira's experienced compared to Season 10. And they give us 5 self-healing on Coalescence. Ah.
It's update.
Your pain will be endless.
Escorting the robot.
Okay, nice.
No darkness.
Hey, Mifa. Thank you for the sub. I appreciate it. How you doing? Oops. Just touched the doorway. Oh, I thought he was running forward. Wanted to see if we can get these forward spawns. We can. Enemy team not too good at playing this game. Oh, they're just letting us push up here as well. Okay, that's fine. Ooh.
Let the kids.
Someone called? These barrels are
Dealt with
smoking.
cynics before.
What's up?
Okay, yeah, look, in all fairness, there are a few nerfs. So, Grasp's radius, which didn't need buffing, has been buffed. So, we're slightly more accurate with Grasp, you know, an ability that's not difficult to aim. And Coalescent speed.
August here. Lucky you.
I guess I'm the only one who tries to defend our forward spawns.
Overtime.
That barricade's gonna stay right where it is.
Coalescence always did more damage than primary.
Darkness.
You're pushing ahead. We gotta stop that.
Your fate is in my grasp.
Apagando las luces.
You cannot escape me. Do not abandon the robot.
Let's stop that.
Victory. Play of the game.
Yeah, look, it's because of the health increases. I'll go into everything I said in that game in a bit more detail, right? Right, so look. These are the problems, right? Look at what they were trying to achieve with Season 9, okay? It was widely regarded that supports dealt too much healing. They introduced the DPS passive. Great solution to that. Great solution to the more healing, because the alternative is to nerf healing across the board. But by adding the DPS passive instead of just reducing healing means that you put some power into the DPS role, and the DPS role felt like it was lacking for a while. It was just like, oh, well, supports can just kill everybody fast, and tanks can kill everyone fast. What's the point in DPS? We're basically we're a tank without the crowd control or health, and we're a support without healing. Why do we play DPS? Now they've put some power back into the DPS role, because it's basically saying, look, you're going to apply this passive, which is going to reduce their healing. That's a good thing. So I'm for the DPS passive. I think that's a really good idea. The projectile hitbox changes were the worst idea ever. Why artificially increase accuracy? It's just the dumbest thing that they could do, right? They don't need that as well. The DPS passive would have been enough. Right, so then with that in mind, they're trying to reduce healing. The second change that they made was that they're trying to reduce the effectiveness of burst damage and one-shot damage in favor of sustained damage. Because basically, if you look at all the popular DPS heroes, they were all about dealing big chunks of damage that couldn't get healed in time. You didn't have like Soldier 76 being meta much, because what happens is he gets the player all the way down to 1 health and they step behind a wall. Whereas an Ashe takes them from like, you know, takes off 100 health or something with 1 shot. So they're still at 100 health and they go, oh, I'm fine, and then bang, they're dead. And no one can heal that. So the health increase is a good idea as well, what they made, because that's going to put more emphasis on sustained damage and less on burst, because burst is harder to hit the shots and they'd have to hit more of them to get kills. So great changes there. Now the problem is that when they nerf supports healing, they also basically nerfed a load of supports damage. And that isn't, you know, the health increase would, well, does that, right? And that's kind of a problem, because supports didn't really need their damage nerfed, right? They needed their healing nerfed. In Moira's case, basically every aspect of her damage got nerfed apart from her right-click grasp, which got a slight buff, right? But that's also one issue that Moira has that's a little bit unique, in that her left-click and right-click are very easy-to-use abilities. And everyone complains, oh look, Moira's, oh, I can take this then. And everyone complains that Moira's an easy hero, right? Okay. So, surely, you want to keep her damage high relative to players' health on the abilities that need more skill, and reduce it on the abilities like left click, right click that don't require much skill. And instead Blizzard effectively nerfed orbs, nerfed coalescence damage. Okay, don't stand still, arcs. So because everyone got extra health, damage orbs nerfed, coalescence damage nerfed, like the healing part relative to health, that's okay. I mean, it's okay. So the healing to health is also a nerf. So you have the hitbox projectile changes which nerf healing because your team take more damage, and you've got the DPS passive, which means players take more damage, and now it's harder to heal a player up to full health because they have more health. It's actually hard to talk about it in game because there's so many specific numbers.
I've got you.
Right, that's 3 of them back here. Okay, fine. That's what I mean. Anna right there, she has more health, and my coalescence doesn't do more damage. And yet my coalescence is not a burst damage ability, it's a sustained damage. So it should not be nerfed with this patch. But it is nerfed, right? Now I thought, you know what, this is fine. Because what ends up happening is, okay, look, it's a lot of changes to make at once. And maybe they didn't make all of them, right? I really need these DPS to like kill this Torb turret. Otherwise, I'm gonna have to go life
No
weaver.
time for games. Let's move this thing.
Let's keep it moving. Ahead. Use caution.
It's go time. Let the kitsune guide you.
Oh, I hit fade. That sucks.
Time to let off some steam.
Yeah, the changes are awful. It's just a straight up nerf. They call it balance shifting, and they give 5 heals per second in an ability we use like twice, 3 times a game, and only that buff only takes effect once we've taken damage. So it's not even all the time there, right? Whereas look how much I've used grasp compared to that was bad fade. I thought he was gonna slam. It doesn't help tank Moira happen. It's 5 health when we use our ult.
I see an enemy here.
Like, I tell you what, if somebody is really bored and really wants to know the impact of it, take a look at this game, go back, watch the VOD, add up all the health that I've gained, all the damage that I've dealt with grasp, and then reduce it by, like, 5 per second, whatever, right? Or by a percentage, you can work that out. And then look at all of the health that I've gained from Coalescence self-healing. Right? They will. It's not an even. It's not power shifting. It's a nerf. All they've done with the Coalescence change was try to soften the blow for us so that we don't complain. It's a bit like when they nerfed Anna's fire by 5. Like, because everyone was saying Anna's too strong, we need to nerf her. And they're like, well, we don't think so, but let's please the community by making her rifle do 5 less damage. It's a bit like that, right? In this case, they wanted to nerf Moira, but they just don't want us to complain about it. And lots of people will be going, oh, well, 5 healing on Coalescence is good, and we don't want to DPS Moira anyway. So, why not, right? Let's see if we can keep him. Oh, that's not gonna work. So they're just trying to soften the blow of hardcore nerfing Moira. That's all it is. It's not a power shift, and it's embarrassing that they brand it like that. Either they're trying to be smart and trick us, or if they actually think that's a power shift, then they've lost the plot. Like, they have no idea about their own game.
30 seconds. Payload stop. Take cover.
Should have used this earlier. Moira needs a self-sustained buff. She doesn't need the self-sustained buff in her ultimate. You know, I used ult, what, twice in that game? So I would have gained 40 health. How much that? So basically, if I right-click for like, what's that, like 8 seconds, then I've just offset the buff and then yeah, it's just ridiculous. Do you think this makes us play more with a team heal bot? No, not really. It doesn't do anything apart from slightly weaken Moira. We already are forced to pretty much heal bot, sit behind there. They've turned Moira into... Right. Everyone said Moira's the easiest... make her lifesteal unaffected by DPS passive. No. So, on paper, yes, you're right. Everything you're saying with that is right. The problem is you're still keeping the power in these two abilities. Left click, right click. Every suggestion everybody comes up with is basically saying, okay, look, increase her healing or do something with this. And then it's, oh, do her damage or her sustain in this. They are her two easiest to use abilities. Moira's already got a skill floor, skill ceiling problem. In that her skill floor is too low. No, her skill floor is too low and her skill ceiling is too low. So if you buff these abilities, you're just like lowering her skill floor even more. No, well, I don't feel like Moira needs to have utility. Like, there's no harm in things being different. Oh god. Stopping the cart moving. Self-sustain healing means there's her right-click grasp, there's her heal orb keeping herself alive, there's her support passive, there's coalescence keeping herself alive.
Recover your strength.
Tank, can you go not leave it until the last... My fucking god, I hate players like that. If you leave it until the very last second, then you give yourself no room to play with. Like, if Monkey jumps in the air, they cap. He's sitting there waiting for the last second because people think that that's the best way. It isn't. Like, you still need to give yourself some time. Last second contests are not better than 1 second contest, even if it means not all of your team are there. They're just not. You need some playability. Oh, that messed up my orb. My tank's awful.
Chaos returns.
I can't get to touch this here. I need a fade first. You could, but sadly I've got to keep the Echo alive.
The payload has reached the checkpoint.
Yeah, this tank's terrible.
We must get them off the payload. Reforming you.
Someone needs to kill the turret. It's okay, good. Alright. Look where he's hiding! You're a Roadhog, dude! Like, how is the Wrecking Ball? Like...
Starting the pandemic games.
Let the Kitsune got you!
Like, they have no tank that can contest our Roadhog frontline, right? And our Roadhog's playing more passive than the Wrecking Ball. Like, Wrecking Ball is here to kill our backline, right? Which leaves our tank free to harass their frontline. What is he doing? There, yay! You're playing almost correctly. This is okay now the cart's here. Because look, they have nothing. Notice how they can barely go around this corner. Because they have nothing to fight this hog head on. But our hog was backing off from them.
Enemy team is pushing the enemy sniper detected. Duplicating wrecking ball.
Enemy turret within my sight. Unloading scrap.
That's right. Run and hide when they're pushing the cart. You know, you've got a healer with you, but I guess I'll do the tanking. I'll just be the tank. Roadhog just run back into the spawn.
Everyone feeling better?
You know, when the hog goes forward, I can heal the tank. But when I go forward, the tank can't heal me.
Play of the game.
Hard meta if you play skill floor Moira. Sorry, I'm not interested. It's amazing that a hog loses the frontline fight against a team running ball. I'm sorry, it's genuinely amazing. And I like how players talk about, like, meta when they're talking about scrims when we're not playing scrims. Like, we're not playing tournament Overwatch. Like, Moira's not hard meta in ranked. Moira's hard meta in stacks. Or was. There's a big difference. It doesn't show it here, does it? Oh, wait. No, so it doesn't show Coalescent self-healing. Which is annoying. If it did, that would be cool. Because you have a look at, in a game, how much self-healing you actually get from Coalescence, and then have a look at how much the Grasp nerf is going to take effect during a game. Like, they've opted to nerf Moira's damage when she's had so much stuff nerfed. Right, look. Right, hang on. So, the stuff that I've said...
Welcome. Prepare to attack.
Right. If you go here, I think this is going to be a weird link. But if you go there, I've explained in 2 posts, so there's my post and my reply to it, the problems, and you'll see what I'm on about. Right, so if you haven't caught what I've tried to say in game because I've been busy playing, if you have a look at that Reddit reply that I made, that will show you the issue.
Our minds are shackled. Submission is the key.
What sensitivity? I think I now play on like 800 DPI and 3
I'll see
sensitivity.
this matter resolved.
Let's get this show on the road.
What matters is that we fight to the very last second. Greetings.
Thing is, I'm okay with a nerf on Moira's grasp. I am. I'm okay with it. But she needs a compensating damage buff in other areas of her kit.
You are simple to hostiles approach.
Pain is inevitable.
I need help.
Enemy located. Shornish. Let shadow consume you.
Our enemies approach.
Objective A captured. Escort the payload.
Your end is within my reach.
Really? Somebody...
Recover your strength. The payload is in our hand.
Going backwards. Wait, are we
Over here! Hostile in view.
A salve for all the nails.
Boys,
Never mind.
Assist me.
Studio keeps trying to tear this place down.
The flames of liberation rise.
There's a cap in here.
Greetings.
I offer something more.
Match this people up to.
Where's the widow? Oh, there.
Personne n'échappe à mon regard. No one can hide from my sight.
If I get the orb there, maybe the bat dies. Cap, cap, cap. Nice.
God can consume you.
An enemy comes. I require aid. Hostile in view.
Careful, we're outnumbered. Your end is within my reach.
I've never doubted you for a minute.
The payload is approaching its destination.
A taste of poison.
This is why I'm okay with a nerf to her grasp, right?
Let's get moving. I got.
Score 3-0. Switching sides.
But I need to get a buff elsewhere in her damage, in the harder. Her buffs, it's not an auto aim. It's basically it's a weird weapon. So basically, it has to acquire the core of a target, which does mean for some interesting scenarios where you can see a target, your crosshair is on them, but you can't actually damage them.
Our minds are shackled. Submission is the key.
Tell me, is it true you never miss?
Everyone misses.
That wasn't an answer.
I don't owe you one.
The only reason why they don't buff orbs is because of the, and I'll say RNG, but RNG is the wrong term to use here. The only reason why they don't buff orbs is because they don't want the RNG orb kills.
No, never.
No, I think that's wrong. I think they can do a power shift which does address her skill floor and skill ceiling issues without it all being about aim, which isn't the only skill in the game. I think it's very possible to do that and make her both weak enough in the lower ranks and strong enough in the higher ranks without utility. That all bounces back and it's probably going to kill Lucio.
We will shield you for now.
You cannot escape me.
For example, like that. That orb requires, like, you know, it's not mega skill or anything, but it's more skillful than this. So they should be putting power on a hero that has fundamentals that are very easy. They should be putting power into the more difficult aspects of her kit. I was hoping that I can pull some players. Pulling one is not good enough here. Yeah. I feel like that makes orbs easier, but yeah, it could also increase the skill with them. I feel like, right, so the problem with that is that people are going to use those, that stop orb to just stop a healing orb next to your team, right? They're not going to use them in that skillful manner of stop, start an orb to chase players. It will be, you'll go, fire the orb, stop it here. I've just created a healing zone without having to use any walls. That's my problem with it. Nah, I think Fade's in the best spot that it can be. I think a nerf kills the hero and a buff makes her OP. And also, Fade's frustrating to play against. If the cooldown on it's too short, it's just awful. Like, it's awful for other players. Ah. Just in case there's someone still in there. Okay, I should have probably looked up. I just didn't expect them to be on there. Why'd they nerf Moira? Because they're idiots.
No one can hide from my sight.
Reborn from the darkness.
Look, the Reddit post isn't like exact numbers, okay? And it probably ends up a bit on too high on the buff side of things.
Crank up the game.
A taste of poison. Backwards.
Oh, no hits on the orb. Oh, that's not the best place to go down here.
The enemy team is pushing the payload. Over there.
Okay. They got us here.
This ends now. It's go time.
The payload has reached the
I've dealt with cynics before.
Good to see you. Hello.
No darkness.
We're kind of forced to use Cole here. So we isolate the supports first. And then we go kill the tank.
Unsing your vitals.
Plan.
Irrepress spend every moment growing into who you truly are.
What's up? Yeah.
The warmth of firelight.
Tank, kinda need you here. Tank, need you to actually contest the payload again.
I'm on my game now.
If you're shameless.
I'll find my own path. Under my protection. On your six. This ends now.
Right ahead.
We've got this. Suppress this tower with me.
Nope. Ah, whatever. I think I've just beefed it by not swapping to Kiriko because Suzo would be so big here.
It's Kiriko.
He's on Kiriko now.
Our
Okay.
enemies from further progress.
We salvaged a bit of time.
Succumb to your end.
score 3-3.
Our minds are shackled. Submission is the key. More field research. Grand.
Yeah, so with the season 10 changes, it could have been worse. But the thing that's bad for me is that it doesn't fix any of the issues from season 9. That's the problem. The nerf in season 10 ultimately is nothing. The problem is it just doesn't fix anything, which means, yeah, we're now season 11 waiting room. Oh. Nice, baited that rail. Yeah.
Hold out for it, fellas.
They just need to increase coalescence damage to reflect the health increase, because it's not burst damage, and that's not what they're trying to address when they increased everybody's health. Same goes with orb damage. Tank, we need you down there. This is overtime. Good.
Need a moment to recharge. Eyes open.
We need to be more selective on our targets. Like Kiriko's sitting there on 1 health.
Come on.
Progress is seldom won with ease.
They got Lucio spawning, which means I don't think rushing to the point is gonna.
Big stagger.
We don't make out here.
Your strength becomes mine.
Okay. My bad movement. I got stuck on stuff. I get frustrated in overtime when players don't go for the objective. They don't realise the enemy team's got a 1-minute push and we should be contesting the cart at every opportunity. But it's like, that's right, concede it again. And look, we should be going to that corner. Like, we should be pushing out into them now. Instead, we're going to let them get this distance for free.
You cannot escape me.
Oh, move! Fuck me. Look, they're just pushing this for free. Like, why do they get this distance for free? As soon as it's capped, move forward, get to this doorway, use that as a choke point. Like, players are so shit in this game at overtime. It's a 1-minute push, and they don't understand where to contest the objective. Yes, reverting the hitbox change should be their priority. There's no reason to do that. Like, absolutely no reason to artificially increase accuracy.
Our minds are shackled.
What they've done with that changed is remove the skill of dodging.
Man, I'm so excited.
And it's not good. Dodging is a skill, right? What they've done is they've lowered the skill of aiming and removed the skill of dodging.
Has grown into a domineering beast.
My name is Orisa. You would be wise to remember it. Find your strength. We are soon to need it.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Look, the reason why Moira's like viable or meta or whatever you want to call it, right, is because you can play her at her skill floor. And when it comes to like a lot of ranked games, right, or should I say tournaments, like actual teams versus teams, simplicity often just becomes meta. However you can play in the most simple way that's still effective, that's meta. My team's target prioritization is also horrific. Someone else stay on car.
Escort the payload.
Look at this payload go!
Idiots.
Hello.
What is it now? I require assistance.
Didn't mean to jump.
Payload's moving. Payload's moving.
Recover your strike.
Enemy in sight.
You cannot escape me. Surrender to my will. Force reversal at deep end of the battlefield. An eldritch blessing.
Nice work, team. Keep it moving.
Efficient design at work.
Your pain will be endless.
I'm ready to overclock.
Oh no. Wow, enemy team's worse than us at contesting objective. Oh, that sucks. Okay, I think I have time for the spawn. Never mind, that's GG. Oh, Beat might save us.
Go time. This ends now.
Yeah.
Widowmaker here.
Remember when I said at the end about them pushing it that distance for free? That cost us the game. Because we give them that room at the end. So they just push forward because they know where the goalposts are, right?
Of the game.
So stupid. We deserve to lose it. We deserve to lose it because our team just have, like, no idea how to play overtime. The changes are they are making Grasp deal less damage, 5 less damage, and they're increasing Coalescent self-healing by 5. So, in reality, what that means is we're using this a lot in the game. Okay, we're using this a lot, and all of this is getting nerfed, so all of this is nerfed. Then, we're using this, I know it's our Coalescence, right? Right now, we're not receiving any buffs, because we haven't taken any damage. We only get buffed on this ability when we get hit like this. So, we're getting basically a token buff. Like, yeah, okay, it is useful. But it's useful for very, very short periods of the game in some situations. Whereas Grasp this is a nerf throughout her entire game. They are not even trades. When they've tried to sell it as they're shifting power, they're not shifting power. They're nerfing Moira. They're just trying to soften the blow with language, right? It was exactly the same as when with Ana, they said, oh, the whole community was like, Ana needs a nerf. Ana needs a nerf. She's in every game. In the top 500, she's the most played support in over 50% of the picks. That just tells you that she needs a nerf. What did they do? Reduce that by 5. Thanks for that. That's going to solve all the problems with Ana. Like that. By 5 damage. So what does that actually achieve? It still takes the same number of shots to kill a 200 health target. So it doesn't actually change anything. They've just done that because the community were calling for nerfs and they wanted to say, hey look, we delivered. But they didn't actually want to nerf the hero. So that's the same thing with this. With this, they don't want to tell everyone they're nerfing Moira. And so instead they use the language like, oh, we're shifting power. And I thought they were serious. As in, I thought they were actually trying to shift power, which, by the way, is what Moira needs. Moira doesn't need straight-up buffs, she needs power shifting. What they have done is not power shifting. What they have done is nerfed Moira and given us a token... like, a token buff. And I'm okay with Grasp being nerfed. I actually would rather that they just revert the accuracy part of Grasp rather than the damage, because then that's going to make Moira weaker in the lower ranks and stronger in the higher ranks where the players are better at aiming. You know the whole thing about Moira, that she's always been good in the lower ranks but weaker in the higher ranks, and they can't buff her because it would make her stronger in the lower ranks as well as the higher ranks, and then the lower ranks are where the problem is, right? You know that thing? Well, by reducing the damage rather than the accuracy of Grasp, they've nerfed her at the lower ranks and the higher ranks. When if they did the accuracy side of it, they're reducing Moira's effectiveness in the lower ranks where people's aims, and they're keeping it the same in the higher ranks, right? It's just Blizzard not being very smart with developing their game. And it's disappointing because Blizzard, like, I grew up when Blizzard were renowned for being like the balance kings of the gaming world, right? Other companies needed to learn from them. They're like the first company that managed to make 3 races work, or 3 factions work in a real-time strategy game. StarCraft. Like, yeah, sure, it's still not balanced perfectly, especially in the later years, but for the longest time, you know, you had Terran players win tournaments, you had Protoss players win tournaments, you had Zerg players win tournaments. Like, you actually got that, that, like, balance. And Blizzard were famous for how the fine details that they used to go into for balance. And now, Blizzard has just gone to shit. I'm sorry, Overwatch has the potential to be, like, the greatest game. It does. Like, it's dynamic, it's fast, it's competitive, like, it's interesting. It's not boring to watch, right? Except for the fact that they made it boring to watch. Except for the fact that they made it have a stale metagame all the time. Except for the fact that they've made it easier and easier throughout the years to play, which is just, it's removing the appeal as, wow, that guy's awesome. Like, you see players hitting crazy shots and you're just like, oh my god, this person's like new punter clips, this person's gone for this crazy shot, oh my god, that's amazing. Well, now your diamond players are pulling off those shots because they've just made things easier, right? Whereas those players would normally miss. Now you look at new punter clips and you've got diamond players playing like season 8 GMs. It's ridiculous. It's like, oh great, you've made the feel-good factor good, but you've made the game worse. Like, we might as well be playing Minecraft at this point. And it's disappointing, because, yeah, they've fucked up a really good game. And I know for a fact that there are many people who are just waiting for the opportunity to jump ship. As soon as another game comes out that's like, basically this level, Overwatch player base is going to fall off a cliff. And it didn't have to be like that. Like, Overwatch has the potential to be a game that people can literally play for decades. Instead, nope. Look, I'm not saying that Minecraft isn't fun. I'm saying that Minecraft isn't competitive. Like, this game... Okay. Have you ever watched the Overwatch trailer? The original Overwatch 1 trailer? So when they first announced Overwatch, look at the message that they delivered in that trailer. Basically, you had like, okay, it's got all these heroes and stuff, right? And look, they're designing it to be an esports title. And they're saying, hey, look, we have this game and you're going to play it, and then we're going to have this Overwatch League where you get to represent your city or whatever in this global league, and there's a path to pro, and it's exciting, right?
Select your hero.
They developed it around this competitive game that's going to take on all of the top competitive game titles. And then they went with Overwatch League and they said, okay, we're going to have all these local teams. I'm like, oh, wicked, there's a London team, right? And that's going to be represented by players from around London and the nearby area. And they might have like a Birmingham team in the UK or something. And that'll be represented by those ones. And then what happens? We recruited a team of 6 Korean players in London Spitfire. I was like, hang on a minute. But, oh, I see what you've done. All you've done is you've branded them London, so that you hopefully get this like local support and people buy your merchandise and things. But actually, there's nothing for the players there. You're just using the name London, but there's nothing London about it, right? So they're just and that to me was the immediate Overwatch is dead. Like, Overwatch League was just dead at that point. It was like, yeah, you're just trying to fake like cities. Whereas, how cool would it have been if you basically had like local teams? And yeah, everyone plays for their team and stuff, right?
They're on the objective. We're mine now.
No, see, they didn't do the same thing as football, because they sort of have done the same thing that football is now, right? And maybe you're on about American football, right? But I'm British, so we're going to go with our football, right? Real football, blah. Those teams started off as local teams, so they were the lads playing. Like, Manchester United was players who were around Manchester.
I must recharge. Enemy spotted. Big stagger. Reforming here.
I'm at the objective.
Taking hold of the objective. Taste of poison.
Hey, go inside.
Strength becomes mine. Big stagger lax.
Yeah, the fact that they then got rich and then decided to buy all of the players. But here, guess what football has also done? There are like rules on British teams having to have a certain number of British players.
Your end
Maybe they should at least do that. Maybe they should say, hey, look, maybe London Spitfire should have to have at least 1 or 2 players playing from the UK on their team, right? So it's representative. Oh, I'm gonna have to go fight a jump through now, aren't I?
Efficient design at work.
Yeah, well, no, because then all of the other teams would also have to play with their, like, local.
Not so fast.
Time for the reckoning!
It's go time.
I thought I might have outranged her. Nah, I don't want to play like Overwatch. I was enthusiastic for Overwatch like competition when the game first came out, and then I heard about what Overwatch League actually was, and saw it that, yeah, basically they're just trying to extract a fan base, trick people into supporting their game. They're being crafty. It's not about actually having a good product. I want them to look this way. Okay, we just get hit by 2 players at the same time. Let my team go towards the point. We're getting kills. Ah, please get in. Did I miss that? No, it is in the point.
Patch me up.
Best round 1.
Touching down.
Oh yeah, they are. Like, I'm sure that the tournament's probably actually better. Like, in all fairness, I haven't given it a chance because I'm not like invested in it or anything, right? But I imagine it's significantly better than Overwatch League. Overwatch World Cup. Exactly. The Overwatch World Cup is insanely good. That as a product is basically, that's what Overwatch League could have been every week. Instead they sold out just so they could sell like to franchises. To be honest, look, Grass probably needed nerfing, but she needed a damage buff to compensate, and then even then that doesn't, a damage buff on a different area of her kit, right, to compensate for it. And then also it doesn't address any of the issues from season 8. Oh crap, that's too much damage, that's too much damage. Good movement. I don't think I can tank this against the hog. Hey, how's it going?
Enemy here.
Your assistance is appreciated.
Enemy here.
Hog's blind to the Tracer, just constantly applying the DPS passive. Yeah, we can't do shit here.
Tracer here.
I think it's worth swapping at this point, even if we've got
Spend
coalescence.
every moment growing into who you truly are.
Should have reacted a bit quicker to that. It's not making my life easy, is he, though?
Life from life.
It's go time.
We're going against the odds.
Got you in my sights.
Round 2 lost.
No, look, Blizzard's reasoning for saying, oh, Moira's strong is because players can walk behind. Basically, in tournaments, in OWCS, whatever it's called, a Moira can just run behind the team as their Lucio speeds them and hold left click and be effective. And that to them is like, oh, well, Moira's too strong. It's like, okay, thanks for that. You base skill floor Moira's too strong. So how about you try nerfing base skill floor Moira and then buffing not skill floor Moira?
No,
That would be a really good idea.
Submission is the key.
But no, 5 sustain on coalescence, which only applies when we take damage with coalescence and only when we have coalescence.
Round 3. Capture the objective.
Your pain will be endless.
And none of these issues are addressed, like the fact that Moira's skillful elements revolve around her self-sustain.
Taste of poison.
It's good because the soldier was shooting me then. Yeah. I thought he was gonna hurt.
Join me. Eager sacrifice.
It's like this, right? This is where Moira's skillful elements are. Like actually being able to stay alive, dodge stuff there. Ah.
Cannot escape me. Come to me.
Enemy here.
Who's on fire? I am.
Nice.
Pure class.
This is not good, but might be able to waste a load of their time. Oh wow, they just reacted and healed him. He was really low.
Meet your fate.
Cybernetics regulated.
Reborn.
It would be nice to hit the fade jump to get up top, because then we're trying to, yeah, harass and make sure they turn around and we can always fade back towards the point. But whatever. I don't like the Kiriko being here.
A taste of poison. An eldritch blessing. Reforming me.
Nice with that.
Relinquish your being. Surrender to my will.
Try him. Nice C9.
Victory.
Shadow immune.
Play of the game.
The thing that surprises me most about Blizzard and the Season 9 changes was that they didn't increase the capacity of the orbs. That to me is the biggest, like, that is just to know that Blizzard aren't thinking about their game.
Our minds are shackled. Submission is the key.
Like, I don't know if I can even demonstrate it. So like this, for example, stand back here, maybe this will work.
The experiment.
Ah, it wasn't quite. Nearly, we were close. But the orb can only deal a max of maybe here.
Misery made manifest.
So close again. Same amount. So we can still only deal a max of 200 damage, but they've increased everyone's health to 250. Why have they not increased the amount of damage? I mean, the capacity of these orbs. There. We just did 200, right? That was a max orb, but we can no longer kill an Ana with it. And you go, oh, well, look, that's so situational and stuff. But you've increased everyone's health. Why not just make that orb 250 so it still retains the same amount of max damage output that it did before?
Prepare to attack.
Like, percentage-wise, right?
Select your hero.
So on a player's health. And this is the problem. Everything percentage-wise has been nerfed. Yeah, but look, reduced healing was one of their goals with the changes, right? And reducing one-shots was one of their goals. These are goals which they've stated. So why is slow sustained damage getting nerfed?
Superior brain power's better.
Like, they just haven't thought about it. I agree with the changes. I agree with the 250 health changes because I feel like that does solve burst damage being a problem. And I agree with the DPS passive. I feel like that's the best way for them to reduce healing across the board. The things I don't agree with are the fact that they've neglected to buff some damage relative to health, and that they've they artificially increased everyone's aim, or like a bunch of heroes, you know, the most powerful heroes in the game. They just made more powerful easier. Like, why not just triple it then? Why not double down? Why not make everybody... Why not make the hitboxes the size of, like, double the size of a player's model? Why not just make the game super easy?
A taste of poison.
Hello.
Barrier initialized.
Big stunner left.
Ah, nice blink.
We are outnumbered.
Bothersome.
Cahoots.
Good to see you.
The payload in motion.
Hey.
Stays in motion.
Your end is within my reach.
Stays at rest.
Endless.
Over here.
Resistance is always rewarded.
Ready to deploy.
Hello.
Your end is within my reach.
Hey.
Your assistance is appreciated.
Can I get some?
Burning brighter than a supernova!
Hello.
Shadow consume you.
Hey. Good to see you. Hey.
Big stunner left.
Ah, nearly. I'm trying to just wait with a fade. The longer I can do that for and then fade behind, the easier it's going to be for us to eliminate their tank in the front line.
Group up at my position.
Fine.
Enemy outnumbered us. Destroyed.
Dealt with cynics before.
Hey. Hello.
A salve for
What was that, Cole? We're trying to kill Lucio before he beats.
is truly mortal.
Payload plus following. Put it into motion.
Hostile spotted. Kill the whole.
Yes.
Actuating the barrier.
Yeah, can't get Sienna.
Taste of poison. Tango in sight.
Resurrection.
I'm really feeling the heat.
A sip for the parched.
The fight is imminent.
What is it now?
Good to see you. Hey.
Your end is within my reach.
That should be in your monitor.
Hello.
60 seconds.
Hostile spotted.
Tango in
Careful, we're outnumbered.
30 seconds remaining.
Breaking them down. Our time is up.
They're nerfing her right click, by the way. If they really wanted to solve that issue, you have a damage meter that fills up by healing.
10 seconds remaining.
Hostile spotted.
What is that melody? Such grievous moves.
The payload has
Hello.
reached the checkpoint.
You want that
Hey.
louder?
The payload in motion stays in motion.
I think it might be a blackjack thing.
There's smoke, there's fire. The barrier appears.
Nice, well, we managed to get the res on the tank.
It's go time.
Such is the price of progress.
Team kill.
Recover from that.
Area denial.
The payload is approaching its destination.
What is that melody?
Complete. Score 3-0. Switching sides.
Like, just give a little love to her damage orbs. Then I'd probably be okay with the change. I mean, I still wouldn't be okay with everything in general. Like, I basically wrote an entire Reddit thing on the changes that Moira should have. It's not exact, but that's like the general idea. Just posted it in the chat.
Our minds are shackled.
Hello.
Submission is the key.
Follow my lead. I'll make sure this goes smoothly. Good to see you. Hey,
Got a good cigar and a big iron on my hip. What more does a man need? Maybe just a drink.
If the universe is a simulation, why aren't there more elephant seals?
It thrills me to put aside my preparations and humor your brilliant inquiries, Doctor. It thrills me.
Kind words. Thank you.
1. Attackers incoming. Stop the payload.
Let us keep our questionable choices to a minimum. Enhancing your vitals.
Tango inside.
Yeah, our team's obsessed with the high ground up there.
I could use some assistance.
That's why we got to take some initiative and go towards the low ground.
Arrogance.
Tango inside.
Boring thing. I require assistance. The barrier has fallen. Receive my aid. cannot escape me. You will be renewed.
Good to see you.
Barrier's nearly spent.
Target's locked. Open fire. We
Can't let them keep pushing. Stop that payload.
Still weak.
The barrier appeared.
Surrender to my will. What is that melody? A taste of poison.
Enemy here.
Barrier unsuccessful.
Hey, thank you very much for the sub. A Prime sub. Appreciate it. Oh no, it did not bounce where I wanted.
Good to see you.
Activating the barrier.
Aside for all the names.
Enemy here.
You're broken. May I?
Step right up.
Tag.
Hello.
60 seconds remaining.
This ends now.
That's a lot of ults right near their spawn.
Smoke, there's
That's
fire.
quite a few ults.
Well, hello.
Evolution is a painful path.
30 seconds remaining.
Hello.
Distance is looking good for the flank call. We just need to find another 9%. I'm kind of okay with charging him up because he'll feed me that last bit of ult I need. Now I just need damage orb.
Is that melody?
Moving the payload. Shut it down.
Enemy here. Kill
Okay.
confirmed.
Victory.
Hey, good night, James.
Oh, for all the
Play of the game.
This ends now. That's 2. On a roll. Cybernetics regular.
Now traveling to Paraiso.
Our minds are shackled. Submission is the key.
Battle draws near. Ready yourselves.
Much lies in store. Let us see to it.
But though the objects are subject to the same acceleration, the thread between them snaps. Fascinating.
Hello
Fascinating.
there. Ahlan.
Over here.
I'm in.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Attackers incoming. Defend objective A.
I mean, it's fair enough. Like, I've got one hero to focus on, right? They've got the entire game. So you're not expecting stuff to be perfect. But what I was expecting is that after an entire season, they'd be able to address some of the issues. Bounce your orbs, people.
Recover your strength. You cannot escape me. I'm sending your backwards. Over there.
Yeah.
Enemy vector calculated. Over there. Enemy here. Will cost you everything. Enemy vector calculated. An enemy here.
Step right up.
If he doesn't hit that shot, I call there.
Engaging the enemy.
I've got to watch out for Tracer. It's probably bad to fade out spawn there.
Find out for something more. There's a test subject. Pain is inevitable.
Enemies left here.
Big mage.
There's an enemy here. A threat emerging. Activating an enemy appeared. Threat emerging.
Relinquish your being. The sounds are over there.
Enemy vector calculated. An enemy appeared. Over there. A threat emerges.
I knew that was gonna happen as well. I thought I'd try it still. Ugh.
60 seconds. Finish.
A threat emerges.
Fine.
Ahlan.
I've dealt with
30 seconds. Objective
Look, the change itself is a nerf. It's not that bad. It's just, it doesn't fix the Season 8 issues, right? Let's be clear on that. It's not much worse than it is. It is a nerf. It's not a rebalance of power or whatever they try to advertise it as. It just isn't. But it's not going to make that much of a difference for Moira in Season 10 compared to Season 9. The problem is it doesn't make much of a difference between Moira in fixing Moira from the Season 8 to Season 9 changes.
Actuating the barrier. The threat
Crap.
I'm hotter than a furnace.
Receive my aid.
Don't chase. Oh no, the tree.
Where there's smoke, there's fire.
Okay, Kiriko's in such a good position for this. Well, that kind of changed. I guess she kind of had to.
Team killed.
What's up? Hey.
Honestly, I haven't read any of the other changes yet.
Resurrection. How vile. Darkness.
Our enemies have
Yeah, at least we got both DPS.
Let the Kitsune guide you.
Path to walk. Receive my aid.
Enemy in sight. 60 seconds. Gale the Mahal.
Resistance.
Okay. Go.
This ends now.
Meet your fate.
Another turn of fate.
Victory from your trust.
Round 1. Complete. Score 0-3. Switching sides. Prepare to attack. Select your hero.
Games are fine.
Our minds are shackled. Submission is the key.
It's about
Push your limits. Nothing breaks that I cannot mend.
to get real. Good to see you.
Hey there, Moira. How have you been?
Busier than you, I'd assume.
I think
miss
it's
you
fair to
too.
say
You look great, by the way.
that every single season of Overwatch 2, they've made the game a little bit worse. Like, it's never improving. It's getting worse and worse and worse. Very slowly, but it is getting worse.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Attack commencing. Capture.
And I think it would be fair to say it's getting less and less balanced. Actually, no, that's not a lie. No, sorry, that's a lie. It isn't getting less balanced. Okay, whole team backed off for some reason.
Progress is seldom won with ease. Another turn of fate's wheel. A taste of poison. I require assistance. You're completely healed. Lending a hand. Your end is within my reach. Meet your
Two of our team cut off. Tank goes forward.
persecuted.
No, I didn't make it through the Dude.
Preparing your second makeup.
Let's get you all.
Resistance is always rewarded.
It's not about that patch, it's about the fact that they have not fixed what they fucked up in Season 9. That actual patch doesn't mean a lot. Also, I'm more annoyed that Blizzard tried to trick people with the wording. As in, they're trying to say it's not a nerf, it's a power change, like a power shift. Which is just wrong. It's a straight up nerf. Like, how much health do you think I've regenerated through coalescence? Right. If I had 5 extra healing on my coalescence, how much health do you reckon I've regenerated in this game with that? Compared to how much damage do you think I would have lost from my right click being nerfed by 5? All of these right clicks, 5, 5, 5, right? I haven't taken any damage in Cole yet, so I've not gained any of that buff. Oh. Trying to get value. It's like, how much did I get for that buff? Nothing. It's the same as the Anna 5 less damage on her rifle. It's that same change, right? It's token. It doesn't do anything in the real world. And it's a way that they could just like try and sweeten the fact that they're nerfing Moira.
Round 2. Complete. Team kill.
Escapes gravity.
Score 3-3.
Yeah, true. I'd rather have like a very, very, very small coalescence movement increase than that regen, because that regen doesn't do anything, whereas a Cole movement speed increase would give her the same sustain indirectly because she'd get hit by less, but it would also be useful for the entire coalescence duration, not be dependent on her taking damage first. But coalescence movement speed probably doesn't need increasing, so that's not me saying, yeah, that's what I think's good for the game. I'm just saying that I'd rather have that a million times over. I'd rather they increase coalescence movement speed by like 1.5%, right? That would mean more than
if you want me to heal you,
that one.
Stand very still, but also avoid their bullets.
Yeah, look, I mean, it does nerf lower rank Moira, but it also nerfs higher rank Moira, and higher rank Moira doesn't need nerfs. Higher rank Moira needs more skill expression. Like, we need ways that can differentiate a good Moira between a bad Moira. So what can we do better than like lower rank Moiras? And it's very little right now because they've nerfed everything. Like that kind of stuff, we don't get the self-sustain, right? And they've increased the accuracy, so dodging's out the window. So making those kind of plays where we just go for pressure, it's not anywhere near as viable as it used to be, and it was barely viable before. So like now, if we play the way that Blizzard want us to play, we just have to sit behind our team and just use no skill at all. Heal bot like you're supposed to. So basically, again, no differentiation between a good Moira player and a bad one. So just, they will make her reasonably strong in low ranks, bad in high ranks, and then that's just it. When we had better than that before. Like, we had more options before. she's worse now. Like, the way that I'm playing is not optimal ways to play Moira. It's not anymore. Whereas before, I could argue that the way that I played Moira was optimal for ranked. And it just simply isn't anymore because you can't do that kind of stuff. Bearing in mind, I'm playing at a lower rank than I normally play at. And the reason is because I'm not playing optimal Moira. Optimal Moira is sit behind the team and hold left click. And it's incredibly boring. And really, really unskillful. And one of the reasons why I enjoy playing is because one, Moira's fun when you play her in the way that I play her. And two, it's effective. And we get to challenge ourselves to obtain more value than a Moira who just sits behind the team and left clicks their team and follows them in through a push. And we've done that for like 30 odd seasons. We've been refining it. And that's why we've climbed to be one of, if not the highest ranked Moira player on the ladder, right? For many seasons. Because I'm playing in a manner that's fun and a manner that's effective enough to put me up in that top ranks. Now we've got a choice to make. Do we either play optimally or do we play for fun? And if we play optimally, we have to just sit behind the team and heal. And they've taken all the skill expression out. So there's nothing to do. Basically, if I go and play a game of optimal Moira, there's very little difference you're going to see between me and a diamond Moira. Very little. And so we will just average out. Either Moira's going to be strong and the diamond Moiras will head towards GM, or Moira's going to be weak and the GM Moiras will head towards diamond. And we're just going to all be grouped around that kind of same thing with a little bit of difference in game sense and, you know, some decision making. That's it. It's just incredibly dull. See, when the balanced teams see DPS Moiras and TikTok Moiras, they see part of the story. Like, I sit here and I heal a lot. But in between healing, I go and do stuff. And that's just like the way that we play. And of course, I don't upload the clips of me standing behind Orisa holding left click. So my TikTok makes me look like I am purely a DPS Moira. And so I roll with it, right? I just advertise myself as a DPS Moira. But in reality, I'm not a DPS Moira. I'm more of a hybrid Moira. If anything, more designed like the hero is supposed to be played. Like the hero has literally got half of her kit being damage and half of her kit being healing, right? So surely the way to play the hero is to do a mixture of both.
Deadly weapon in the wrong hands.
Like, that would make a lot of sense.
No need to fear. I won't sell my Biolite to anyone.
You know, it's basically written in, like, the law, right? So
to escape our control.
Five, four, 3, 2, 1. Attack commencing.
There they
Ready
are.
flow.
Get ready.
Escort the payload.
Hello.
Called.
An enemy appears. A threat emerges.
Life from life.
Over here. An enemy appears.
Hostile spotted.
I have you.
Under my protection.
Thank you so much.
Enemy here.
Enemy vector calculated.
Along by the silo.
Hostile spotted.
A threat emerges. Barrier initialized.
Hop on.
Enemy vector
The
calculated.
warmth of Biolite.
Payload moves in a course.
Hey,
Got one here.
The air calls.
Enemy here. Enemy here.
Damn.
Vide mal suyo!
A threat emerges.
I couldn't have done better.
An enemy appears.
You
Oh shit. He didn't cancel it. I didn't get it dead center.
Take cover. The tree's gone. Threat emerges. Windborne. The payload advances. Something for the stick.
I actually just pulled for the heal because I didn't have anything loaded.
The air calls.
An enemy here. Enemy vector calculated.
Got one here.
An enemy here.
Hey,
A threat emerges.
hello.
Enemy vector calculated.
Some healing.
Enemy over here.
An enemy
I'm
here.
moving the payload. Feel free to join me.
Enemy here.
Actuating the barrier. A threat emerges.
Over there.
Enemy vector calculated.
Right here.
What is that melody?
A threat emerges.
Into the iris.
Enemy vector calculated.
Let the keep get here.
A threat emerges.
Long by the side.
Enemy vector
Over
calculated.
here. Let's get the payload going.
Time for spring.
Hey,
Hey.
hi. Rally to the
I could use a
payload.
heal. I need
The
healing.
warmth of firelight.
Enemy coming right for us.
Make good use of the I need healing button.
Feel better?
Over there.
Irrepressible.
Enemy here.
Over there. Enemy vector calculated.
Light.
A threat emerges. Behind you.
Over there.
Over here. Over here.
My ultimate is on my strength.
Enemy vector calculated.
It's
Okay.
not embarrassing if you're shameless.
Our minds are shut. Submission is the key. An eldritch blessing.
How does that rock hit me there?
Hello.
A threat emerges. Enemy vector calculated.
Great minds are always persecuted. So,
On my own tackle.
such grievous wounds.
Okay.
We're going against the odds.
Now, to start anew. Is made manifest.
Dodge this.
Rally to the payload.
Enemy vector calculated.
No darkness.
Disrupting. Watch here. Hostile spotted.
Over there.
The payload yields what thou desire.
Over there. Cannot withstand much more.
Hello.
Time again to try again. Your pain will be
He-
endless. Help me. Recover your strength.
30 seconds remaining.
My conditions.
What is that melody?
Transporting the payload.
Threat emerges.
Good to see you.
Needed Sigma to drop down there.
It's go time.
Complete.
So fast. Score 1-0. Switching sides.
Not ready to overclock just yet.
Yeah, as I said, people are literally waiting for the next game. Like, it's such a shame. Overwatch is a game that I could... Basically, Overwatch had the potential to be my last ever, like, casual competitive game, right?
Each one a meditation.
But they've just... They've done a horrible job. They haven't given themselves the tools to fine-tune balance the game, and they're literally just guessing trial and error to try and fix it at this point. They have no idea what they're doing.
Hello.
5, 4, 3, 2.
Your hand is within my
Attackers
reach.
incoming. Stop the payload.
Reforming you.
They also want to please content creators, right? Basically, they know that the content creators have got an audience. They don't actually care about the game actually being good. What they care about is that people are saying the game's good, right? And so they're doing everything they can to basically please the mostly American large content creators who are asking for things for reasons so that they can make more money, right? With basically, I won't go into it too much, but and so little things like implementing 5 stacks again. Oh, we just want to play with friends. No, they want to get buffed. They want to get buffed by professional players. Like boosted even. That's nothing to do with playing with friends. So they do it because now the content creators can go, oh yeah, look, this game's amazing. Blizzard are making all the right changes. And then people are sheep and like to believe them. And so yeah, they'll it sort of fake makes the game better.
I'm on fire. Enemy sighted.
Enemy here.
I can consume you. Enemy threat emerges. My barrier is gone. I need healing. An enemy
Right. Nice kill.
An enemy appears.
Progress is seldom won with ease.
Yeah, that's the other thing.
Sit for the parched.
Hello.
Taste your weakness.
Target's locked. Open fire.
Over there.
Enhancing your vitals. Fate is
A threat emerges. An enemy appears.
60 seconds.
Pide mal suyo!
Gotta get trans at them somehow, but yeah.
Team kill.
no opposition is insurmountable.
Oh, good to see you.
Like Moira's grasp changes were not needed. This is the thing. They weren't needed, especially the accuracy one. Like Is this because they buffed her? It's because they buffed like every other aspect of Moira's kit. I mean, every I don't know what I'm talking about. They buffed every other DPS. So, or accuracy, so they went, oh, we better buff Moira's as well. Oh wow. Okay, I know I got hit by an arrow as well. I was like, he just 1-2 punch comboed. But no, I got hit by a couple of arrows.
I've dealt with cynics before. You cannot escape me.
Let the dragon consume you!
No, there isn't, but they've made their what's it? They've made her skill floor lower. So now she's more powerful in the lower ranks, and so then they go, oh well, look at this, Moira's getting lots of wins and is featuring by holding left click in the higher ranks, so we must nerf her. As I said, like the nerf this coming season is not that big of a deal. The issue is that they haven't fixed season 8 to 9 changes. That's the disappointing thing. Literally played out this entire season waiting for that. Oh dude, shut the fuck up. Like, just get out of here. I ain't got time to explain to somebody why you might want to hold Fade and risk dying without using it. That's the kind of player who the second that an enemy player looks at them, they just use their Fade and retreat, and they don't get any value out of the Fade apart from staying alive, and that's it. We try to extract value with Fade. They won't understand it, they won't comprehend it. Like, carry on just living in whatever low rank you're living in. Like, that's fine.
Prepare your defenses. Select your hero.
It's funny how when players like miss you,
Submission is the key.
like you dodge players' shots and it's now, oh, that enemy can't aim. It's never like, oh, good job dodging the shots. People will always look for like the negative side of it.
Another day, another mission. Man, I'm so excited.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Attackers incoming. Defend objective A.
Echo.
There's a test subject. Shadow Enemies detected.
It's like there, I can fade on the first bullet. We don't, right? Those shots will be aimed at someone else.
There's an enemy here. Darkness. What is it? Enemy detected.
Mercy rest echo.
Over there.
Tried to keep as many of their players back as I could,
Reborn from the darkness.
but I needed to return for some healing just a little bit quicker.
I'm under attack.
Oh, why'd the bubble wear out then? I can't call until I've regen some health. I'm not going to regen the health.
Justice reigns from above. Objective lost. Stop the payload.
Time again to try.
Cover each other there. We need to stop that payload. Over there.
An eldritch blessing. Repairing is gonna make I'll offer something more.
I don't think so. Rocket barrage
Cover your strike.
Helden sterben nicht.
Payload shouldn't be moving.
The demon becomes me.
Do something!
If they haven't had enough.
She still have time to res the Ana. At least, but doesn't matter.
Bothersome.
Doesn't get the angle.
You're broken. May I? Your end is within my
Payload
reach.
has reached the checkpoint.
Oh,
Such grievous loss. Surrender to my will.
that's annoying, isn't it?
I'm restored.
وليهم قوتك.
Great minds are always persecuted.
Anna, checking in.
Speed Staggerlat.
Still waiting on EMP.
Do something!
Adaptive circuits engaged. Sombra.
Please say I don't have to contest it.
Peace.
Round 1. Complete. Score 0-3. Switching sides.
No, it's not out yet.
Our minds are shackled. Submission is the key. Does it bother you that you've taken as many lives as you've saved?
I don't mind killing monsters. But go on. Keep pushing me.
Hello. Just as sheep must have a shepherd, Numbani must have me.
Alan.
Greetings.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Attack commence. Capture objective
Your end is within my reach.
I was gonna fade jump that, and then I just thought my health was too low.
Chaos returns. What is it now?
Advancing upward. Hostile spotted.
Misery made manifest.
Oh no.
With yourself. You will be asked for my help. Your pain will be endless. I'm under attack.
Targeting hostile.
Oops, softened someone up there, but our Genji was low. Yeah, just res it.
Progress is seldom won with ease.
Take this. They have
Hello there.
Your end is within my reach. You will be renewed. Let shadow consume you.
need healing.
A salve for all the nails. Preparing yourself in a makeup.
Nano boost administered.
My DPS still sitting at choke.
Duplicating ash.
Echo's still on 1 for 8.
To start incoming. Be nourished.
Attaining the objective.
Lucio coming at you.
2 for 9. They're doing better now.
Big staggerlat. Enhancing your vitals.
Instant at your service. Hostile spotted. Payload is coming through.
My power emanates an eldritch blessing.
Come on, you gotta kill him faster than that. I'm body blocking to stop him leaving.
Over there.
Chaos returns. Your pain will be endless.
Let's move the payload together.
Give yourself time. Recover your strength.
Enemies over there.
Bothersome. What is it now? Big Staggerlap. Future veterans, you will not interfere. Atrophy.
I'm ready. Raining altitude. I can protect you. Targeting hostile. Heads up.
Fine.
Remaining.
I've dealt with
I think this Echo has to be trolling at this point.
Big Staggerlap. You will be renewed. Over there.
Enemy over here.
Face my burning fist.
Enemy here.
Misery made manifest.
30 seconds remaining. The payload has
We
reached
haven't lost
the
yet. What's our game plan?
I require assistance.
Behind you. My ultimate is charged.
Is within my reach. Reforming you. Surrender. My will is That's much better. An eldritch blessing.
Duplicating capacity.
Do something.
Horsemen are deep down the dungeon.
My ultimate's almost ready.
I'm restored. Healing is enough here.
Over there. She's gonna blow. Rally to me.
Guardijo with
team kill. Round 2.
Hey, Echo got up to 13 limbs. They literally like quadrupled the amount of limbs they got in one fight.
Our minds are shattered. Submission is the key.
I still feel that fire blow from yesterday's train.
Oh, come on. I didn't hit you that hard.
If that is the case, our enemies have much to fear.
More field research. Ground.
Yeah, hopefully.
5,
Like they went from 3-9 to 13-12, but then you know limbs.
Capture objective A.
You cannot escape me. Reforming you. I'm under attack. Deploy your strategy. Your pain will be endless.
30 seconds.
We've wasted enough time. Move. Your end is within my reach.
Hostile spotted. 10 seconds
Taking hold of the objective.
Go on, Echo.
Targeting hostile.
Aw.
The enemy outnumbers us.
Chaos returns. You cannot escape me.
Round 3.
Guys, you gotta place your bets. Will Echo finish on a positive or negative KDA?
Score 3-3. Switching sides.
Place your bets now. Hey, good night, Ferry. Nice. I don't think it's drawable. What's the time? Nah, that's not gonna be drawable.
Is the key.
If you don't mind me asking, what is your armor made of?
Your father has my blueprints. Why don't you see for yourself? I'd hate to spoil the surprise.
I think they go 14-15 or 14-16.
Mission readiness protocols engaged. I'm good to go.
For the first time, I agree with you. The game does suck now. Before, the game's had moments where it's been bad, and at moments where it's been pretty damn good, actually. This is the first, like, season in Overwatch's history. Second season in Overwatch's history that I believe that the game actually sucks. Okay, we've got someone contesting that. Please tell me I don't have to go down there. My god, Echo! Oh, you're finishing positive. It's unlikely you're going to get 3 deaths. Well done. I'm proud of you. That's bad to use my orb there, actually. Oh, dude, you're gonna... Okay. Echo, I'm so proud of you. Yeah, they won the battle even though they lost the war.
Our minds are shackled. Submission is the key.
Everything's going according to plan.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Round 1. Capture the objective.
Misery made manifest. Let's size the man. Fighting. First. Your pain will be endless.
The objective is now.
I must recharge. Hold on. They sick for the parched. Reforming you. Misery made manifest. You have my will. You cannot escape me. Preparing yourself to welcome. I offer something more. Big scatter now.
Damn, I didn't get his nade out of him.
Surrender to my will. Your pain will enemy sighted. We must go try.
I'll fight them.
Pure class. Best round.
Your end is within my reach.
Okay, cool.
Succumb to your end.
Score 1-0.
I bear my burdens as best I can.
Let's get this mission started.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Round 2. Capture the objective.
Look at that. We're on
I
track.
never decide if I should fade through there or not.
Wretched toil. A taste of poison.
Simple geometry. Oh, nowhere, not even close.
Reforming you.
Damn, it didn't bait out that.
Double.
shadow consume you. Repairing your cellular makeup. Atrophy.
This ends now.
Surrendered by will.
Okay.
They got us outnumbered. Keep that in mind. Get in there. Don't let them take the point.
Now, to start anew. Pain is inevitable.
Area denial.
That was a bit closer, Issa. Big beat. God. Yeah, I kind of fucked up then. Like, when beat came on, I should have just still spent most of the time healing Orisa, because it's going to wear off and she's never going to get her health back. No, Reaper, you just had to shoot it.
This ends now.
Hi.
Supercharged and on fire.
Engaging structures.
Your pain will be endless.
I am strong and free.
Your end is within my reach. Even the outcome.
Initiating defense matrix.
Surrender to my will.
Nerf this.
Dude. They've got a coal now. Possibly an EMP.
Over there. Rise, ancient flame. I see hostile.
Oh my god.
Repairing your cellular makeup. Cannot escape me.
Fuck. That should not have been a lost fight.
Progress is seldom won with ease.
Let's push him off the objective.
Round 2, loss.
Big Starlight.
Should not have been a lost fight.
Score 1-1.
friend told me that you're getting rusty.
You don't have friends.
Yeah, but you could argue that I could have positioned better to make more use of the coalescence.
5, 4, 3.
Like, they were avoiding a diva bomb, so it's... Yeah, I'm not really blaming them, it's just unlucky. Okay.
The objective is now.
We must regain control of our position is insurmountable.
I really hope we don't give them the point without basically dying first. Yeah, I'm a Moira player, I don't play Anna. Hey. I'm also not complaining about the diva. Just don't have damage.
Resurrection. How vile.
Good thing for us is that that didn't cost us that much.
This ends now.
To line up for me. I didn't know if she had rail or not, so I didn't want to fade. Like, I jumped to set up the rail bait, but then I wasn't sure she was actually going to take the shot, so I didn't want to use my fade. Yeah, I mean, lack of damage. 30-minute game. We've got a guy on 8.7k damage. What can you do? Right, guys, I gotta go. GG's. Thanks for coming to hang out. And I'll probably see it. Actually, no, I might not see you tomorrow because I've got some drone building to do. I got new parts arriving, so I'm trying to build a 2S tiny whoop, like a nice one. So I may stream, I may not. It depends. It's kind of too windy to fly it, so it depends on how quick I end up doing the build. Or how quick the parts arrive. Yeah, that's a good point. I am going to have a look through the other patch notes as well. So if I do stream tomorrow, then I'll probably have an opinion. If not, stop by the Discord. And I'm sure I'll vent my opinions there. Obviously, the Moira one is... Just to summarize again, the Moira change, it's not a big deal. It's just disappointing they haven't fixed the changes from Season 8 to 9. They've kept Moira as the easiest hero in the game when she was one of the easiest skill floor heroes in the game before in Season 8. But to actually master the hero and play her for optimal value at a high rank was more difficult. Now... They're both the same thing. Skill floor is optimal, so you just play Moira in a basic fashion. I'm playing differently. I'm having more fun, right? But it is an optimal play. So it's disappointing that Blizzard have relegated Moira to be a sit behind the team. Hold down left click will require 0 skill to play. And then, yeah, that's it. Some people, I guess it's fun for them. So, yeah. End of rant. Right, guys. Catch you soon. GG's. Bye.